My fellow Americans, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Hell, Hillary doesn't give me any sexual relations either. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong video. Sorry. Start over.
Would you look at this?
What a mess.
Would you look at this?
Wonders how you get anything done with a mess like this. Anyways, well, she's done. I ended up covering up the logo on the headstock. Don't want to upset any more than what I already have. So what did I do to this thing? Well, ripped out all the electronics, replaced the strings, put a roller bridge on here. Got EMG 81 and a 60. Got EMG electronics, all parts switch. Leveled the fretboard, bone nut, and I got Grover tuners on here. And that's basically it. So, what does it do now? Alright, this is how you work. Nice clean countertop. So, what are the numbers, specs? What did I do? How did I do it? Alright, so if you look at the tailpiece, see it's basically all the way down. And there is plenty of room underneath the strings where the bridge is. That's why I love these Wilkinson's bridges, these roller bridges, the Tune-O-Matic ones. I love these things. There's plenty of room. It's not like there's a blade here. It's got the roller on top. I can bring this thing up higher and still clear pretty much the edge of the bridge. Alright, DMGs. Basically, a lot of people say to set these things up to where there is as close to the string as possible, fretting on the last fret of the neck, and adjusting them down so the strings do not touch the pickups. It's kind of what I do. And then I plug it in, listen carefully on both pickups, switching from one to the other to see if one is louder than the other, and kind of adjust the one that's louder a little bit lower so it backs that down. Kind of nice. Blends them both in together, and don't get any funky weird shit. Alright, the neck. 12 thousandths relief. Go figure, right? That's what I've been doing with all my shit. Action height. 12th fret, low E. Got it at 5/64. And high E is set at a 16th. That's kind of where I set everything. Now the nut on this thing, I ended up putting a bone nut, getting rid of the plastic one that was on here. And in doing so, the nut that I picked up is made for Les Paul guitars. It's the same width, just a little bit, a touch longer on each side. Not that much of a big deal. Take a file and you can file that down real easily like I did. And I shaped the nut, slotted it. Well, this came already slotted, but I ended up slotting it a little bit more to get the action height where I wanted it to be, and filing the top down a little bit so it gives it a nice rollover, and using my little files for the strings slotting, which I kind of like those real thin ones. Some people don't like them. Well, I like them. It works out pretty good. And sinking the strings in and then filing it down a little bit more so the strings are sunken in too far down, and then hitting it with some 600 grit sandpaper, polishing it up with 1500 grit. Action height at the first fret, well, no brainer, 20 thousandths all the way across the board. That's kind of where I like to set shit up at, and it works. I could probably drop it down a little bit lower if I wanted to, but I'm comfortable with that. So, not too bad, not too shabby, looks pretty good. You know, this, I will not be buying any more Chibson guitars. Upset a lot of people out there. I'm not going to apologize for it because this was kind of a little bit of a test of my own that I wanted to do. And the reason being is just basically to see what kind of a piece of shit these things end up being. And so far, not too bad. Intonation, basically set up perfect. Not no fucking big deal. Wasn't hard to set up. The neck, as far as the angle of it, again, I can't complain about that. You know, there was not anything really wrong with this seller or this factory or wherever these things are made, other than what I have blocked off there. Now, what you're looking at over here are the parts for my next upgrade, which will be on, I won't show the headstock. Oh, too late. On this guy here. And then I have some more parts coming for the one that I just got a few days ago. So, won't be doing this again. Like I said, this was a little project for me, kind of a test, just to see, you know, what I should have done is I should have bought maybe from different sellers and compared them. But, oh, there goes the ghost. See the little ghost flying around? All those little particles, little orbs. By the way, those aren't orbs. Somebody said something in a video a long time ago that I made about little particles that were floating around being orbs or spirits. You know, I have ghosts in my house. No, I don't. That's just dust. After I cleaned off this counter and wiped it down and everything else, yeah, a little bit of dust was flying around. Still is. Anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And, you know, enjoy my bad playing.